Aloha, Nina here again. Talk to you about Disneyland. If you saw my previous video, we just got back from Disneyland and I thought I would break a few videos, kind of do some segments of just different parts within Disneyland that I thought you guys would be interested in. So the first thing is Max Pass. What is Max Pass? Should I get Max Pass? Is Max Pass worth it? So for those of you who know Disney World, you know that with your park ticket you can get what's called a Fastpass. It is something that allows you to skip the line for a ride and basically, you know, be on the ride within 5 to 15 minutes, skipping the whole long line beside you. At Disney World, it is something you do on the computer, and you do it before you arrive at your trip. It is something you pre-arrange, you pre-schedule, you know, you plan for it. Years ago, well, for years, I should say, Disneyland's Fastpass system was something where you do that day, that moment, while you're thinking about it. You would literally have to go to the ride, say Haunted Mansion, and they have a little kiosk to the side where you would put in your park ticket and it would spit out a Fastpass return time, a time that you can come back between this time and basically skip the line again. And they still do this system. This is something they still do. It is something that you can also access through your phone now, so you no longer have to keep an eye on this little paper ticket. It's all through your phone. While they rolled out that system, the update to that system, they came out with something called the Max Pass. The Max Pass is something you have to pay for, and a lot of people don't like that you have to pay more for something that, say, Disney World gets for free. But I'm going to tell you what, folks. I loved the Max Pass. I liked the Max Pass more than I like Fastpass Plus at Disney World. And I'll tell you why. I liked it because I could decide on what I wanted to do in the moment, right here and right now. And unlike the current Disneyland process, I didn't have to run anywhere. I could literally be sitting on my butt at a restaurant picking out which Fast Pass I want to get next. I could be on another ride deciding with my family what we should do next or what we should do in an hour. A lot of you, being my clients, really struggle making Fast Passes ahead of time because a lot of you say, how am I going to know if I want to eat a burger or a salad versus if I'm going to ride this ride at noon on this particular day, or that my kid's even going to be interested in this ride? It is the system, it's how it works. We just have to go with the flow when it comes to Disney World. But Disneyland, because it's smaller, they don't do it like that. So what's great about the Max Pass is you add it, well, this part's not great. You add it that day. So I literally checked into the park to the turnstiles and I quickly added it on my phone, paid for it. It's currently $10 per person per day. So we're a family of 4, so I spent $40 per day to do the Max Pass. And I'll tell you what, I'd spend that $10 again. I would do it every single time. Loved it. Anyway, so because we got our tickets before Max Pass came out, we didn't have Max Pass included in our park tickets. So as soon as we went through the turnstile, I got on my little app, and there's a little thing here that says Max Pass. I would just click on it, go through the steps, and purchase a Max Pass for my whole family. The nice thing about it is it also includes photos. So like Memory Maker at Disney World, Disneyland also has a photo package kind of thing that you can pay for, or if you get the Max Pass, you get the photos for free, which was a double bonus for me. It's like I'm already going to buy the photo package. I really liked the idea of Max Pass, so I kind of get a 2-for-1. And a lot of people, you know, would just pay the $10 per day, one person, and get the photo package that way, without getting it for the without using the Max Pass part of it, just using the photo package part of it. So anyway, long story short, I added it to my phone. As soon as I added it and charged my card, I instantly could start fast passing. Oh, you want to do, you know, Haunted Mansion at this time? Great. You want to do Splash Mountain at this time? I literally could just go through on my phone in the middle and just talk to people like, hey, you want to do Big Thunder? You interested in Big Thunder? What? And I would just add it. And then we would go do a few things that don't require a fast pass, wait till our time was up, and then ride. And it got to the point where I was able to have like 2 fast passes currently in my system that I was waiting for. And I could keep adding more fast passes as, you know, it would give you a certain time. Like you can add more fast passes at 1:10. So while I'm in a ride at 1:10, I'm over here looking on my phone, adding more fast passes. It was phenomenal. We didn't count how many fast passes we did in a day, but it was a lot. And it was great because I didn't know which rides at Disneyland my kids would like. I know what we like at Disney World, but Disneyland has a bunch of different rides. And I wasn't sure if my kids would be interested in a certain ride, so I didn't want to fast pass it ahead of time. And what was great about the Max Pass is I could be like, you interested in this? Look at it. You like it? You think you're interested? And then I would fast pass it. The biggest one was the Radiator Springs Racers in Cars Land. I could have swore up and down my daughter would be a little iffy on it and my son would be a firm no. But I went ahead and fast passed for all of us just to see what would happen. Sure enough, as soon as my son got there, he wanted to ride it. I was shocked. And he rode it and he had a blast. He actually rode it a few more times. So it's nice because you just never know what you're going to ride and when and, the whole scenario. And anyway, Max Pass was awesome. So on my phone here, I could just look it up. My pictures showed up right away. My Max Pass showed up. It was great. And I liked that I wasn't spending my whole time on my phone either. A lot of people think that constantly having to do something on your phone during your trip, you're going to be staring at your phone. No, because it would tell me, at 1:10 you can come back and get more fast passes. So I would just wait until that time and then add more. Yeah, and the other little secret thing which was nice is it can be kind of often that some of Disneyland's rides will shut down. And I found out that if I had a Max Pass for that ride, even though it was shut down, I could take my Max Pass and do a different ride with it. So it's like, even though maybe we couldn't ride Indiana Jones at that given point in time because it was shut down, I could take my pass, which is on my phone, go over to, say, Pirates, and get on through a Fast Pass line that way. So anyway, Max Pass, I think it's totally worth it. They keep saying the $10 is an introductory price, which, means they can raise it at any time. Really hope they don't, but either way, I loved it. I will say what was really annoying was we met some family while we were down there, and they did not have the Max Pass. So on the times when we were riding the same rides as them, it was rather difficult to kind of coordinate our Max Pass passes with their paper ticket fast passes. I noticed the times were completely different. So if my family was to go through the kiosk and try to get a fast pass, the times they got were completely different from the times I could get. So that made it rather difficult. And I noticed at one point they got in the line to do Splash Mountain, which was a very long line. We were able to ride Winnie the Pooh several times, go to a store. We were able to Max Pass Splash and Haunted Mansion all in the same time that they waited in line for just Splash Mountain. So, I don't know. To me, it's a sold situation. Max Pass is where it's at. So anyway, that's Disneyland. I hope that kind of makes sense. Traditionally when I was a kid, I remember we would go through the turnstiles and everyone would give me their park ticket and I would just run to one of the rides, put in everyone's ticket individually, get their fast pass time, and then they would slowly meet me by walking, which is kind of the thrill of it all. It's kind of fun, but when you have little kids and you're only there for a short period of time, this was huge. And I really liked that we could be chilling out at our restaurant, looking at the park map. My kids love to look at the park map and kind of feel like they're part of stuff, and we could kind of talk together about what they wanted to do. So anyway, I hope I kind of explained it for you. But Max Pass, awesome. Loved it. Anyway, mahalo for watching. Nina out.